Storytime with Mrs. Eubanks. Today's book has to do with our election process, and its title is Duck for President. It was written by national best-selling author Doreen Cronin, and illustrations by Caldecott honoree Betsy Lewin. Read along with me to find out if being president is all it's quacked up to be. Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. He doesn't smell very good either. The animals have chores to do too. Pigs clean under the beds. Cows weed the garden. Sheep sweep the barn. Duck take out the trash, mow the lawn, grind the coffee beans. At the end of the day, the pigs are covered in lint bunnies. The cows are covered in weeds. The sheep are covered in dust. And Duck is covered in tiny bits of grass and espresso beans. Duck did not like to do chores. He did not like picking tiny bits of grass and espresso beans out of his feathers. Why is Farmer Brown in charge anyway, thought Duck. What we need is an election. He made a sign and hung it up in the barn. Farmer Brown must go. Farm election tomorrow. Election. Election is the act or process of electing. When we elect someone, we tally votes to see who won. The next morning, Farmer Brown found a poster on his front door. Vote Duck for a kinder, gentler farm. Farmer Brown was furious. He ran to the barn and found the animals registering to vote. Voter registration. Voters must live on the farm, show valid ID, be at least this tall. The mice got together and protested the height requirement, so Duck crossed it off. Protest. Protest means to speak out about something in disapproval or disagreement. For example, my kids protested to having leftovers again last night. On election day, each of the animals filled out a ballot and placed it in the box. The vote was counted and the results were posted on the barn wall. Farmer Brown 6, Duck 20. Farmer Brown demanded a recount. Recount. The prefix re means to do again, so recount means to count again. One sticky ballot was found stuck to the bottom of a pig. The new tally was Farmer Brown 6, Duck 21. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Ballot. A ballot is a document that lists the choices for an election. Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. Running a farm is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on Duck's campaign for governor. Governor. A governor is the head of a state. Duck left Farmer Brown in charge and hit the campaign trail. He visited small-town diners. He marched in parades. He went to town meetings. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. On Election Day, voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the state. The vote was counted, and the results were posted in the local paper. The governor demanded a recount. 2 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of a plate of pancakes. The new tally was Miss Governor 299,999,000, Duck 300,002. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a state is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hairspray, ink stains, scotch tape, fingerprints, mayonnaise, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a state is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on posters for the presidential election. President. A president is someone who's in charge of our nation, an organization, or a company. Duck left his staff in charge and hit the campaign trail. He kissed babies in local diners. He rode in parades. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. He even played the saxophone on late-night television. On Election Day, voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the country. The vote was counted and the results were announced on CNN. Mr. President, 50,546,165 votes. Duck, 50,546,170 votes. Duck defeats President. The president demanded a recount. 10 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of the vice president. The new tally was Mr. President, 50,546,165. Duck, 50,546,180. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a country is very hard work. At the end of the day, Duck was covered from head to toe in face powder, paper cuts, staples, security badges, Secret Service agents, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a country is no fun at all, thought Duck. Then he checked the Help Wanted ads. Duck needed. No experience necessary. Must be able to mow the lawn and grind coffee beans. Duck left the vice president in charge and headed back to the farm. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is now covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. And Duck is working on his autobiography. The end. Duck for President. Written by Doreen, Cronin and illustrated by Betsy, Lewin. I hope you'll go out and support this author by purchasing this book. It makes for a lovely addition for this time of year. At the end of this book, Duck was working on his autobiography. Do you know what an autobiography is? Let me show you how you can learn the definition of some words very quickly. I've written a book titled Greek Roots, The Power of Vocabulary. If you have an excellent vocabulary, it makes it so easy to define words that you come across when you're reading. For example, we'll take the word autobiography. In using my book with the 20 most common Greek roots, they're defined, they have a simple sentence, and they're put with a visual image to help you remember the meaning. So let's take a look inside. The Greek root auto means self. I think we are flying on autopilot. Autopilot means the plane is flying itself. So the word auto means self. Now let's look at the Greek root bio. Bio means life. A bionic limb can replace your arm. It gives new life to your arm. Bio means life. The Greek root graph means to write or draw. Can I have your autograph? An autograph is a writing of yourself or your name. Graph means to write. Let's put it all together now. Autobiography. Auto means self. Bio means life. Graph means write. An autobiography is when you write a book about your life. Knowing your Greek roots is so important and key to developing your language vocabulary. I hope you'll go out and support me by purchasing my new book, The Power of Vocabulary, Greek Roots. You can find it on Amazon. Until we meet again, keep reading. Bye-bye.